these the pencil repeats?
Yeah, do the pencil repeats.
Okay.
So there should be a repeat of the first 8 bars, and then from K to the N repeats.
The fourth, number 4. Do the repeats.
We've just got time for one more probably. Let's do hold on, let me find it. The 2 airs for cornets and segments. Then that should be it. And then we'll have pomp and circumstance kind of ready. This is Adson, 2 airs. And if they start ringing the bell, we'll stop. In fact, let's just play the second one. I think that's all we have time for.
Trust the second?
For today.
Good evening. In just a minute, Thomas Allen will ring Dr. Porter's bell, a tradition here at Porter-Gaud for the Facilities Department, and that will be the signal that we're getting ready to begin our procession. So have a seat and enjoy the evening.
Yeah, the bell.
Oh, thank you.
I'm not seeing pomp. You know how that goes? It should be in there. Have you ever
take on it.
something different. I don't know.
And we'll start after the 7th bell toll. And then after this, can we go in and try to find a date, Chris, you don't have to participate, but in a date to rehearse this week for that thing next Sunday? Because it's going to be on us before we know it. And then I'll just call Ryan.
If it's not like the day of or the day before, I'm out of town.
Okay.
But also makes it easy.
I don't know how many bells.
Good evening. Let us pray. Almighty God, the giver of every good and perfect gift, we bless you for each of these students graduating here today. We thank you for the blessing they have been to their families, to their school, and to one another. We thank you for those whose love and care and support have enabled them to reach this day. May your blessing be upon us as we mark this milestone in the lives of these families, our school, and most especially the seniors of the class of 2022. For these graduating seniors, we ask that you would guard, protect, and strengthen them, that as they leave this place, they may build upon the strong foundation of sound learning they have cultivated here. Give them the courage to choose the good, the true, and the beautiful, and the determination and resolve to lead lives that overflow with love for all people. May they aspire to excellence, and may they find their zeal for learning perfected in their knowledge of you, the source and author of all truth, in whose name we pray. Amen. You may be seated.
Good evening. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of Porter-Gaud and its faculty and staff, I am honored to welcome you to our commencement for the class of 2022. We are delighted to be back on the screen this evening, honoring an exceptional class, remembering the way our lives intersected, and celebrating all these students have accomplished in their years on this campus. The class of 2022 experienced 1 year of normalcy in the upper school before COVID-19 disruptions, their freshman year. The last 3 years have provided numerous opportunities to show their resiliency and perseverance. They supported one another, became closer as a class, and thrived when it would have been easy to make excuses and give up. They helped give us all cause to be tenacious in the face of uncertainty. We are thankful for all of you here tonight who have supported these students, this school, and its mission of faith, honor, and knowledge. I especially want to recognize the faculty this evening. Please join me in thanking them for their grace, care, compassion, and guidance to these students. I've probably attended 25 Porter-Gaud graduations from my time as a student and a staff member, and now presided over 12 of them, but never as the parent of a senior. I've given countless speeches about what parents must be feeling at this moment, but never truly knew what that meant until now. I can say it's very different. I've been asked all year what it's like to have a senior. Like many of you, this past year has been one of lasts for our family. Each piece of the Porter-Gaud experience was the last time we would share these particular moments with this child. It confirms for me how special this place is. It's easy to take these things for granted until you see them yourself through your child's eyes. Once you know how much you will miss these experiences, you truly know the value in the lives of the students and the families. Likewise, I hope that many of you seniors have shared some of what I experienced years ago as a student and also witnessed as a parent. Faculty who recognized and validated your hard work and helped to stoke the sparks of learning. Faculty who invited your participation and helped connect you to tribes you might not have joined on your own. These experiences led to you having the courage to try things you might not have done before. And for many of you, in finding joy that you might not have had elsewhere. In your lives, you will have many achievements, goals you set and meet. You will also have failures and opportunities for growth. Both are important. Remember that happiness is a way of living your life, a choice, a mindset that comes from knowing you can and will do what it takes to succeed and become the person you desire. Embrace the challenges and do not be afraid. Welcoming such encounters with enthusiasm holds its own reward. as sung by the choir at Baccalaureate on Thursday, a text inspired by Isaiah 43. Do not be afraid, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by your name. You are mine. When you walk through the waters, I'll be with you. You will never sink beneath the waves. When the fire is burning all around you, you will never be consumed by the flames. When the fear of loneliness is looming, then remember I am at your side. When you dwell in the exile of a stranger, remember you are precious in my eyes. You are mine, O my child. I am your father, and I love you with a perfect love. Congratulations, class of 2022. Go from here without fear and aspire to live out the example of the perfect love of God in all that you do. Know that you will always have a home here, and we cannot wait to see your impact on the world.
It is my pleasure to introduce the salutatorian of the class of 2022. In the 3 years that I have known Aiden Gregoire, I have been impressed with his ability to prevail as a student, an athlete, and a leader. Aiden possesses many admirable qualities that have led to this honor. Please allow me a moment to share 3 with you. First, Aiden is a versatile scholar with skills that abound. He is a multi-talented individual who can perform complex calculations in linear algebra just as readily as he can apply his knowledge to a case study in AP Comparative Government. His senior Engage forms were submitted in January. Need I say more? Second, Aiden is a generous humanitarian who leads by example. This year, he served as service head of the environmental and animal shelter programs here at school. He has devoted hours and hours of assistance to Habitat for Humanity, providing homes to those in need. Last of all, and perhaps most importantly, Aiden does the work. He resists shortcuts, valuing practice and preparation above all else. He finds the opportunity to squeeze in extra research during advisory before heading to a Socratic seminar with notes confidently in hand. He understands that a personal record in track doesn't result from anything less than miles of fleet-footed training. All 3 of these characteristics will serve him well as he matriculates at Northwestern's McCormick School of Engineering in the fall. It is with great honor and pride that I introduce your 2022 salutatorian, Aiden Joseph Gregoire.
Good evening, parents, faculty, administration, guests, and most importantly, the class of 2022. As salutatorian, I am deeply honored to introduce this group of incredible students. With over a dozen collegiate athletes, numerous scholarship recipients, and people going to college all across the country and Ireland, I couldn't have asked for a better group of classmates. I still remember the summer before freshman year when I moved down from the Northeast. Everything was new to me. The people, the city, I didn't even know how to fish. But within a few days of getting to know this class and school in the fall, I knew one thing. This is a special place. And so began a somewhat stressful, but certainly memorable 4 years here. There have been years that flew by like weeks, and I think we've all experienced a couple of weeks that felt like years. Oh, where was I? Freshman year brought with it the excitement and utter fear of watching football games with the possibility of getting speeched. Shout out to JM, David, and anyone else who took one second. Took one for the team on that one. It also came with a lot of firsts. The first time driving a car, the first semi-formal, the first time having classes that actually count. We roared into sophomore year, winning state championships, enjoying classes, at least some of them, and becoming more united as a grade. Then COVID hit and our experience changed. At first I liked it. I mean, an extra week off from school, sign me up. But slowly my perspective changed. I missed school. Getting to talk to friends, compete in sports games, and get through a class without my concentration faltering after 5 minutes on Zoom. I think we all learned about how important Porter-Gaud and the community that it fosters is to our lives. Then junior year rolled around, and school slowly started back up again. Let me say, I wouldn't be anywhere near this podium if it wasn't for having Wednesdays off all of junior year. But in all seriousness, I wouldn't be up here without a lot of people. Firstly, thank you to my parents. Mom and Dad, thank you for always supporting me and making me actually do my homework. Thank you to my sister, Caitlin, my closest friends, my teammates. I couldn't have made it without y'all. And on behalf of the class, I want to say thank you to all the faculty. You have been transformative in our lives, making school not only educational, but enjoyable as well. From Mr. Moore's Worldly Wise festivals, to Mr. Baran letting us create our own songs, to Dr. Lehman's activities, thank you all for the time you have dedicated to our learning. Thank you to the administration and staff. You have been instrumental in creating a safe community here at Porter, and your work does not go unnoticed. And finally, thank you to whoever decided to make public speaking a mandatory class. We couldn't have made it to senior year without everyone I just mentioned, and senior year was definitely special. The Unity Assembly made me realize just how united we become as a grade. COVID tried to isolate us, cohorts split us in two, but we were able to come back stronger than ever before. From watching the basketball team sing three-pointer after three-pointer against First Baptist on senior night, shout out Ned and Anders, to the track team winning state, the sports have been electric. Footloose was amazing. Who could forget the great promposals, or playing soccer and volleyball on Sullivan's after a foul sewage issue in the upper school? And of course, senior skip day. This community, these friendships, these memories will live on long after we walk across the stage tonight. Now, we have crested the mountain of high school and can see the new battlefield in front of us, one of college, adulthood, and freedom. There are endless activities, pastimes, and paths that we can choose to focus on going forward, but I want to remind everyone of one thing. As the late Malcolm X once said, education is our passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today. And by education, I don't just mean the endless facts and equations that half of us will never remember again. I mean the resilience, the leadership, the communication that are all intrinsic to learning. We are all captains of our own lives now, but the destination is unknown. We can't just type success into Waze and be routed on the quickest path. But the skills and lessons learned here at Porter-Gaud can't be taken away from us. Porter-Gaud and this class has brought us all from the awkwardness of middle school to the doorstep of adulthood. And now I challenge you all to make your own path. Go Cyclones.
Thank you, Aiden. The 12-year society consists of those students that began their educational journey here at Porter-Gaud in first grade. This year's group, as always, features scholars, artists, athletes, leaders on campus and in our community who have all contributed to the growth of this special place for the last 12 years. We would like to congratulate all these students on a wonderful Porter-Gaud career and would like to thank their families for their 12-year commitment to this school. It is my pleasure to introduce the 12-year society to you. Seniors, I will call your name as we know you. Please stand and remain standing when I do so. Sarah Allen, Seidel Bennett, Sydney Boyd, Luca Bonanno, Henry Caldwell, Gracie Cheriker, Drew Dukes, J.M. Dupree, DeBose Eggleston, John Furman, Eliza Ford, Ned Hajiachik, Cambridge Heydrich, Ethan Johnson, Maggie Lawrence, Henry Lee, Delia Madrano, John Orr, Reese Perry, Ian Rye, Charlotte Sherrod, Kate Sherrod, Eliza Sperry, Edward Thompson, Edwin Thompson, and Charlie Toole. Congratulations.
Aaron Lehman, chair of the English department, is in Washington for a separate graduating event, so I'm honored to speak in his place and in his words, which follow. The late Charleston attorney, John Bennett, established the John H. Bennett English Award to honor his grandfather, who, along with Dubose Hayward and Josephine Pinckney, founded the Poetry Society of South Carolina, the oldest such American organization. The Bennett Award honors an exemplary Porter-Gaud senior who produces outstanding writing. Ralph Waldo Emerson once praised the prose of French essayist Michel de Montaigne, writing, "You cut these words and they would bleed. They are vascular and alive." Well, if you take a scalpel to this recipient's words, to Sophie Levinson's words, a difficult task since few of them would ever deserve excision or fiddling, and they'd bleed for sure. But beforehand, these words would object, protest, subvert, sing, and demand your ear. And when cutting, whether award-winning academic essay or youth and government brief, personal college essay or Watch magazine feature, their blood simply wouldn't run red. Like an image from an Elizabeth Bishop poem, they'd spill out rainbow, 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 catching every glint of light, every hue of beauty, and every shade of nuance the world has yet to see. If I can add in my own words, I am further honored, deeply so, to present this English award to Sophie Levinson.
Good evening. My name is Paul Baron. I'm the History Department Chair. The Ralph Nordland History Award is in honor of longtime Department Chairman Ralph Nordland, whose emphasis on scholarship and excellent teaching remains the standard for the History Department. This honor is given to a student who has demonstrated Mr. Nordland's devotion to scholarship, pursuit of truth, and passion for history. This year's recipient has always been a gift to her history teachers, except for maybe her handwriting. Mr. Greenwell, who has had the fortune of teaching this gifted historian every year of her high school career, writes, "In tracing her transformation from an incisive and sometimes innovative student to an articulate and sometimes eloquent scholar, her academic refinement was mirrored by her labored handwriting, which seemed to mimic the subject matter at hand. Freshman years looked like cuneiform. By sophomore year, it seemed like Urdu. Junior year approximated Phoenician. And on the eve of her university matriculation, it has almost graduated to a recognizable Latin alphabet." Yet he is in agreement with Dr. Westerman, who lauds her work as a young historian embodying the key elements of our craft, tackling the study of the past with focused investigation, considered imagination, radical empathy, and fervent respect. I concur with both of my colleagues. This student has tirelessly impressed us with all her maturity, her confidence, and her clever mind, not only in her classes, but at the bar interrogating witnesses during youth in government. This student has represented a level of excellence that would make Mr. Nordland proud. It gives the History Department great pleasure to present the 2022 Ralph Nordland Award to Zoe Gregg. Mr. Lipka will present the Latin Award.
Good evening, everyone. It has been my observation that Latin students sort themselves into two broad categories. Let's call it a kind of academic duality. On the one hand, some students approach Latin as a complex, eloquent riddle. It is the nexus of vocabulary and syntax, patterns and structure. Each new sententia becomes a sort of Rubik's Cube waiting to be solved. To students such as this, there is an answer to every Latin mystery. On the other hand, there are students for whom Latin is a whisper on the frontier of their imagination. Here be dragons and gorgons, heroines and amazons. Latin kindles wonder in them, a rhythmic mystery, passed down like the flame of a torch, from Virgil to Dante, to us, to them. Once in a great while, a student comes along who unites these two categories, alchemizing the academic duality into a bright beacon of thought and awe. It has been my honor to teach such a gifted Latinist this year. I shall remember her as Livia Boadicea Bulba, but you may all recognize her by a different name. Tonight, I am humbled and delighted to offer this year's Latin Award to Miss Sophie Levinson.
Good evening. I'm Yan Cao, the upper school Chinese teacher. Today, I have the honor of presenting the Chinese Award. I had the pleasure of teaching today's recipient for 4 years during his high school career at Porter-Gaud. This bright person has incredible pride and admirable enthusiasm for learning Chinese and his culture. They're motivated, curious, and determined. Their high-level Chinese language proficiency constantly impressed me. I have enjoyed conversations with them about various topics, including Chinese dialects, history, musicians, and more. I have had the pleasure to witness this student overcome many obstacles along the way and grow to be such a fine scholar. They always shoot for the highest star and never stop chasing their dreams. As their teacher, I couldn't be more proud of them. I am proud to announce that this year's Chinese Award goes to Dusk Boy. 金黄昏，恭喜你！
Hi, bonsoir. I'm Julia Sheely, an upper school French teacher. Alice Kaplan, author of the autobiography French Lessons, asked the question, why do people want to adopt another culture? Her answer is, and I quote, because there is something in their own that doesn't name them. This reflection makes me think of this year's French Award recipient because it has always seemed to me that she has searched for a deeper sense of understanding of the world through words. I have had the pleasure and the privilege of teaching this student for 5 years, 2 years in 5th and 6th grade at another school, and 3 years here at Porter-Gaud. I have literally seen her grow from a smiling and eager 10-year-old into a very mature young woman. Her ability to communicate in a language not her own seems to come very easily, but I know it is proof of hard work, enthusiasm, and dedication. I hope that she will continue to study French at the university level and beyond, and I look forward to hearing all about it. This year's French Award goes to Caroline James Butts.
Good evening. The Maui Spanish Award was established in 1978 by Dr. Maxwell Maui, a former Porter-Gaud instructor of Spanish in memory of his parents. Pablo Neruda, a Chilean poet, diplomat, and politician who won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1971, is viewed by many as the most influential and widely read Latino poet of the 20th century. He is often quoted for his many truisms about love, life, happiness, and regret, but I've always been most affected by his truisms about the power of a strong sense of self. In the words of Neruda, algún día en cualquier parte, en cualquier lugar, indefectiblemente te encontrarás a ti mismo, y esa, solo esa, puede ser la más feliz o la más amarga de tus horas. For the Anglophiles in the audience, someday, somewhere, anywhere, unfailingly, you'll find yourself, and that, and only that, can be the happiest or bitterest hour of your life. Neruda's words capture the Porter-Gaud journey of this year's recipient of the Maui Spanish Award perfectly. She tiptoed onto the scene in her 9th grade year, cautiously feeling out the nuances of my Spanish 1 class and the experience of being a Porter-Gaud student. That tiptoe quickly turned into a confident stride as she discovered who she was, personally, intellectually, socially, and spiritually. She began to see that social justice and cultural competency were two of the lenses through which she wished to interpret life. In the Spanish classroom, this translated to probing questions about immigration and human rights, and using the language to express empathy, frustration, clarity, and purpose. It is no secret that she became and still is, as a senior AP student, one of the most vocally opinionated about our annual 16-song selection and March Madness bracket for Spanish and Latino music. She made the challenging jump from Honors Spanish 3 to AP this year, bringing her Spanish experience at Porter-Gaud full circle. What distinguishes her in the Spanish classroom, you might ask? Everything. She has excelled in the Spanish classroom, most particularly as an AP student this year, as she has sought to find connection in the culture and language that is represented by roughly 56 million people here in the U.S. alone. What she has connected with is the stories, identity, family, cultural assimilation, beauty and aesthetics, science and technology, and world challenges. It is through these stories and the cultural nuances and vocabulary of Spanish that she has flourished. We are in desperate need of young people whose voices will explain and redress division. This voice is her legacy at Porter-Gaud. May her voice continue to find its melody as she moves on from this place. It is with admiration, pride, and a truly grateful heart that I present this year's Spanish Award to Mary Catherine Lancaster.
Good evening. Computer science at Porter-Gaud is a project-based elective program. Our most successful students are those who think outside of the box, push themselves more than their peers, and try to figure out how CS fits into the view about the world around them. While excellence in the classroom is an expectation of any student in our program, we wish to recognise those students who have reached far beyond the classroom in exploration of technology and passions in computer science. The winner of this year's CS Award goes to a student who exemplifies all those qualities. Will Zelke is one of the most advanced CS students I have ever taught. Perhaps teaching is not the term, as I have felt more like a guide or coach to him when I have pointed him in the right direction and watched him flourish. In his junior year, his VR project won his night of Shark Tank, and in his senior year, his group project was selected by our client as the best in class. His group project is Porter-Gaud's very own little metaverse for teachers to teach their students in virtual reality, one in which they can share their laptop screen with a presentation as well as video and voice into a virtual board in the VR world. Basically, it's very cool. He also created a project for the advanced computer science class where he created his very own version of Apple CarPlay, except his device uses AI to predict when accidents are about to occur, and then using the cameras that he has on his device, it actually records what's happening, basically so you can report it back to your insurance company. And it really works. He presented this project to a panel of judges, and they all agreed that Will's project would be better than most senior year college projects, never mind high school. Will is also Vice President of our Computer Science Honor Society and the President of our Crypto Mining Club. I have absolutely no doubt Will Zelke will go on to do incredible things, and I look forward to seeing what he does. This year's CS Award goes to Will Zelke.
The Genie Green Wayne Morrow Mathematics Award is named in honor of two outstanding mathematics teachers, both taught at Porter-Gaud School for over 30 years. The award is given annually to a senior who demonstrates a high ability in mathematics, as well as a strong interest in the subject. Many of the young men and women behind me qualify for this award. However, there's one who stands out among them. This student continually impresses her teachers with her dedication to the learning process, as she seizes opportunities to analyze, explore, and create. She takes risks in an effort to grow from each learning experience, establishing personal goals, making plans, and setting high expectations for herself. She is able to resolve problems creatively by thinking out of the box, progressing through a range of paths that leads her to the most efficient solutions. She is insightful and tenacious when problem solving, using sophisticated language as a flexible tool to share information and exchange ideas with confidence. While she might be the smartest person in the room, she never makes you feel that way. She is humble and gives generously of her time and talents, always willing to sit with a classmate as they ponder a new concept, making connections to prior knowledge, or mastering a challenging mathematical procedure. She appreciates the process and application of mathematics more than just getting the right answer or completing an assignment. More impressive has been her successes in the most challenging mathematics courses we offer here at Porter-Gaud. A scholar in every way, please join me in congratulating our winner for the Genie Green Wayne Morrow Award, Becca White.
The J. Wyman Frampton Science Award is named in memory of a past chair of the science department, a longtime teacher at Porter-Gaud, and the grandfather of our head of school, DeBose Eggleston. The award is given to the graduating senior who is considered the outstanding young scientist of the class, based on high grades, participation in courses, and overall interest in science beyond the classroom. Our honoree first describes falling in love with science when she learned about the dwarf planet Pluto. Her passion for science manifests itself as a depth of curiosity and a longing to understand. In the process, she inspires others to think more critically and to care more deeply about the world. I have no doubt that she will continue to soar in her exploration of the universe as a scholar of engineering and astrophysics in college. This year's J. Wyman Frampton Science Award goes to Zoe Mintz.
The Archibald Rutledge Award recognizes exceptional creative expression in any of the various art forms. The award was originally endowed by Harold Scott Newton, a graduate of the Goud School and a member of the Porter-Gaud faculty. The award is now given in his memory by Dr. and Mrs. Seaford Rivers Jr. and their son, Charlie. There are two components to this award, performance art and visual art. I will begin with performance art. The performing arts recipient has been involved in all aspects of music and theater at Porter-Gaud. She's performed in choir, chamber singers, the fall play, and the musical each year. She's graced our stage with her talent and taken us on journeys as an accomplished actress and a vocal talent we will never forget. Excellence is really the only word that comes to mind when speaking of her. She's a leader, she is driven, and she is irreplaceable. From Jasmine in middle school to leading roles in Mamma Mia, Newsies, and this year commanding the stage as Ariel in Footloose, she has given us a gift with each show. She's left the audience laughing, crying, and at times speechless with the power of her performance and her voice. Oops. The 2022 Rutledge Award for Performing Arts goes to Becca White.
It is my pleasure to stand before you tonight to share in my appreciation for an outstanding visual arts student, one that has excelled in her practice both inside and outside of the classroom. Over the past 3 years, the student has not only grown more confident in her skills as an artist, but has learned more about herself through her artistic processes. The challenge set forth by AP Art and Design is to create a portfolio of college-level work and submit it for valuation. Our recipient's portfolio this year explores what it means to be human, a concept that presented endless possibilities. Through hard work, exploration, research, and revision, each piece that she created reflected her individuality and personal vision while simultaneously managing to capture the nature of humanity. I am immensely proud of the work that she has accomplished and look forward to watching her to continue to make art that matters. For her excellence in the classroom and her dedication to the arts, it is my pleasure to present the 2022 Rutledge Award for Visual Art to Callie Liberatos.
The Ted R. Richardson Award is presented to the graduating senior who has best exhibited outstanding qualities of sportsmanship, leadership, and athletic ability. The award is named for the Mage, Major Ted Richardson. Mage was not only a legendary teacher, coach, and principal, both at Porter Military Academy and at Porter-Gaud, he was also a member of the inaugural class of our Athletic Hall of Fame. And when he passed away last summer, he was also the last surviving American veteran at the Battle of Guadalcanal. On a personal note, the Mage was my friend, and one of the biggest influences on my decision to become a teacher and a coach. This year's winner is a fabulous example of what it means to be a Cyclone. A member of the 12-Year Society and a terrific student in the classroom, he doesn't specialize in a single sport year-round. He's something of a unicorn in the modern world of high school sports, competing as a varsity athlete on 4 different Porter-Gaud teams. And in every one of those teams, he's carved out a role based on hard work and a motor that always runs at one speed, full speed. In springtime, he's a state caliber sprinter on the track while simultaneously anchoring the lacrosse team's defense as a long stick midfielder. In winter season, he worked his way from one of the last players on the bench to a starting role then dropped a career-high 25 points on senior night on First Baptist to deliver our biggest win of the season. And in fall, he's been a terror to opposing quarterbacks as a fast, agile defensive end who spent most of every Friday night in the opposing backfield. He's also been a terror to one other group in Skiza, public address announcers. One of my favorite jobs the last few years has been to go to the opposing team's press box and help the opposing PA guy learn to pronounce number 23, because it's guaranteed he's going to do something awesome, and you're going to have to say it. I'm pleased to say it now. I'm very pleased to present the 2022 Ted R. Richardson Athletic Award to Ned Hadjiayich.
Good evening. This year, I have the pleasure of presenting the Faculty Award. This award is presented to a 12th grader whose efforts and achievements during the past year have earned the admiration and respect of the Porter-Gaud faculty. This year's recipient is one of the most positive students I have ever met. In the classroom, teachers express what a joy this student is to teach. He consistently shares his insight during class discussion and offers powerful perspectives on a wide variety of topics. This student has made an impact throughout our campus, including on the football field, managing the basketball team, and by mentoring younger students in the lower school. This year's recipient is an extremely compassionate and caring individual. Some refer to him as the father of the senior class because he is a friend to everyone, always passing out mints to ensure everyone stays minty fresh. He never hesitates to do the right thing, always leading by example. He has learned to take things into his own hands and create opportunities for himself and others. The demonstration of leadership and responsibility that he shows around campus is unmatched. His presence will be greatly missed around campus and in the upper school hallways. While he may have ended up in my advisory by accident, thinking he was joining one of his friends, I couldn't be more honored to be his advisor. I am pleased to announce that this year's recipient of the Faculty Award is Tafarkan Jones James.
Can we make this print any larger? Good evening, everyone. The Trustees Award is given by Porter-Gaud Board of Trustees to recognize a senior who has shown a special commitment to the ideals of a liberal arts education. The recipient will have demonstrated commendable scholarship combined with enthusiastic participation in the arts, athletics, and community. This year, the award includes a framed collage of pictures that represent pieces of the Porter-Gaud experience that are significant to the award recipient. The dilemma: how to accurately portray this extraordinary left brain, right brain phenomenon that is the recipient of this year's Trustee Award. This student's talents portray the logic that we have come to understand, that each individual is either analytical and methodical, i.e. right brain, or creative and artistic, i.e. left brain. Her brain pan must be absolutely huge to embody each of these quadrants with the expertise that she displays on both the scholastic and artistic side. Without question, she does it all, and does it really, really well. As a STEM savant, she has found her home in the world of technology and science. Her outstanding academic accomplishments are extensive and impressive. Yet seeing her on stage in a leading role or hearing her voice in our performance choir would make one rethink her logical, linear makeup. Her vocal talent is amazing. She could step onto the Broadway stage tomorrow and everyone would think she was a veteran performer with the voice of pure gold. With a multi-brain dynamic, this student's extracurricular activities also run the range from pragmatic to the ethereal. Her undeniable passion for each and every involvement seems to be the common thread that ties the whole life together. Whether participating on a competitive academic team, the PG tennis team, or a select choral ensemble, her contribution is always genuine and purposeful. Her compassion and empathy are palpable and can be seen in many of her activities. As a young person who feels deeply about her Jewish heritage and the history of all people, this student has been very active in the Charleston Jewish Federation and its Remembrance Project. Through her involvement with the Honor Council for the past 3 years, she has been at the forefront of affecting and changing people's lives in our small community. And her impact has been significant. Whether struggling with difficult ethical questions in our bioethics seminar or dancing across the stage in the spring musical, this exceptional young woman is thinking beyond the moment and how our actions and others' decisions affect the large population in our world. How lucky we are to have both this dynamic scholar and talented performer in our midst. This year's recipient truly represents the best of all worlds, and it is indeed my great pleasure to present this year's Trustee Award to Becca White.
The Reverend Dr. Anthony Tumor Porter Award originated in the spring of 1957. It was the highest award conferred by the school. It was conceived to give recognition to the student who best exemplifies the ideals and emulates the character of the school's founder, the Reverend Dr. Anthony Tumor Porter. Loyalty to cause, perseverance in adversity, self-discipline, sensitivity to the needs of others, faith in God and humanity. Candidates for the award are nominated and voted on by the upper school faculty. Dr. Porter was in many respects one of the most extraordinary people to ever come from Charleston. He was brilliant as a scholar, deeply compassionate and merciful in a way that crossed the social barriers of his time, doggedly persistent in those tasks which God had called him, visionary in the midst of tragedy, possessing an unquenchable hope and optimism that infected and inspired all those who met him, and daily devoted to his deep and unshakable faith in God. Dr. Porter lived during tumultuous times, but was progressive in trying to rebuild and reconcile Charleston after the Civil War. He saw education as a key to recovery and was a visionary for the first school for children of freed slaves, as well as a school for women. His son's death gave him the motive to found Holy Communion Church Institute, which evolved into the school we know today. I think Dr. Porter would admire this year's recipient. She's a reflective and dynamic student who tries to make sure that all voices are heard, even if contrary to her own. She is compassionate and always the first to lend a hand to others. Her faith in God is present in everything she undertakes, especially in her care and love for children. As a vestry leader, this young woman has served as a mentor to her peers and led Bible studies for underclassmen. She serves in youth ministry at her church and puts her faith in action as a volunteer across the Charleston community. As a cheerleader, she demonstrates her enthusiasm for Porter-Gaud, but even more so as she coaches and mentors the lower and middle school cheerleaders. With her involvement in both youth and government and Model United Nations, and through each, she has exhibited an enthusiasm for using the power of law and rhetoric
to convey her ideas and push for change. In particular, she has approached the resolution writing process in Model UN with a level of commitment that speaks to her determination to make an impact in the world and to use her mind to consider solutions that will make a difference for all. I believe, like Dr. Porter, she will continue to follow her heart and listen for God's plan in using her many talents for others. I am honored to present the 2022 Reverend Dr. Anthony Tumor Porter Award to Geneva Gabdi Kogadu.
It is both a pleasure and an honor to be here tonight to introduce our valedictory speaker. I will admit that it is a challenge, as introductions are meant to be brief, and a brief introduction cannot encompass all that this student is. Thankfully, several of my colleagues have already addressed parts of this. I first met this young lady in 9th grade in my Honors Algebra 2 class. While this is undoubtedly one of the most challenging classes a freshman can take, she also took the class while doubling up in 2 honors science courses. She continued on this academic trajectory throughout her time here, taking the highest levels of classes that were offered at her grade level. When she realized that she couldn't fit AP Stats in her schedule, I'm not salty, she took a summer course in statistics at College of Charleston. While I haven't had the pleasure of teaching her since 9th grade, she consistently shares her carefully considered thoughts in our advisory discussions. She has a gentle way of speaking that acknowledges the issues at hand and encourages her fellow advisees to think more deeply on the matters. Dr. Bauer, in reference to the student's input in the bioethics seminar, noted that when other students are sharing their thoughts on concepts, she thoughtfully listens, carefully considers their points, and asks respectful questions to better understand their perspective, leaving her peers feeling valued and understood, whether she shares their viewpoints or not. She also showed her love of academic integrity by serving on the Honor Council for 3 years. The sponsors of the Honor Councils wanted to add, from her sophomore year to her senior year, she personified the 2 essential traits required of Honor Council members: consistency and empathy. As vice chair, we would add to that list of attributes dependable stability. I think what impresses me the most about this student is that whether she is on the tennis court, on the stage, or with the Honor Council, she manages to find the right balance to be fully engaged in a variety of activities and excel in the classroom. Please allow me to introduce Rebecca Evelyn White.
Good evening. On my first day at Porter-Gaud as a 5th grade student, I got lost wandering down the S&T steps from the middle school carpool line, struggling to find my classroom. I had been dropped off at the wrong spot, thanks to my older brother, leading me to an unforgettable first 10 minutes as a Porter-Gaud student. In an attempt to find comfort and structure, I followed a line of 1st grade students walking across the green. I figured I would end up somewhere as long as I was following a teacher. I was standing in the middle of our beautiful campus, overlooking a scenic marsh on a warm August morning, but I was anxious. I was starting at a new school, and already I was lost. Sure, those 1st graders were a solid foot shorter than I was, but I still felt small. Even as a 10-year-old, I could tell that the people around me belonged to a community, and there I was, not sure where I would fit in. Finally, the teacher noticed me and kindly brought me to Dr. Sessions' classroom in the 5th grade hallway. There, I found familiar faces and began to find my place at Porter-Gaud. I quickly learned that the soccer field at recess would not be that place, nor would the art classroom, where my portrait of a puppy more closely resembled a lion. However, by being a part of any community at Porter-Gaud, no matter the scale, I found myself surrounded by a welcoming and encouraging group of peers. As a class, I think we truly embody the often sought-after qualities of a community. We are collaborative, encouraging, talented, unique, and passionate students. I am honored to be a member of the class of 2022. We owe much of this success to the incredible teachers and mentors that have guided us through the last 4 years. Our teachers make it easy to want to learn, as their passion for their subject matter is infectious. Even during COVID, equally infectious, the faculty at Porter-Gaud provided an exceptional learning experience, and on behalf of my class, we could not be more grateful for all the time and effort that you dedicated to us. Additionally, we would not be here without the support of our families and friends. I want to thank my parents and siblings for always supporting me for the last 4 years. I've often heard my peers ask the question, isn't it strange to think that our only normal year was 9th grade? The conversation typically follows with sounds of disappointment and the expressions of feelings that we missed out on our high school experience. However, I do not think our class would be as closely knit as we are without the nature of the last 4 years. In the face of the pandemic and all of the social and academic struggles it created, we have come together, appreciating every bit of our Porter-Gaud experience even more. As seniors, we have enjoyed the return of many exciting traditions, like Cyclone Town, the Christmas Assembly, and semi-formal, bringing us back together. For our class, the cultivation of support and excitement for each other's successes has been unmatched. All year, the senior section at sporting events has been lively and spirited as we make every effort to support our classmates. Coach Sally said that our class has been one of the strongest in terms of school spirit in his 30 years of teaching and coaching, and I'm not surprised. Our class led the upper school through an incredibly successful week at Youth in Government, the return of the spring musical, and even came together after a tragic defeat at the student-faculty basketball game. But our unity is not bound by Albemarle Road. This year, the Ash Wednesday chapel service was interrupted by a shocking remind message, alerting the school that the first floor of the upper school had become a biohazard, and all students must leave campus. I never thought I would cheer at the news of burst pipes. Our entire class was able to organize a beach day on Sullivan's Island, trading our school desks for beach towels. This impromptu event highlights our desire to spend time together as a class before we all head off to college in the fall. And to stress just how proud we should all be of our class, let's put it in numbers. We submitted a total of 837 college applications and will be attending 58 different institutions next year. This year, 45 seniors, about half of our class, were involved in the spring musical Footloose. 100% of the senior class volunteered through our service program this year. We packaged 20,000 meals for Harvest Pack on Senior Day of Caring in the fall. Senior service leaders raised $3,000 from bake sales, $900 from our Rose fundraiser, and over $1,000 from the used book sale. Our senior athletes have earned 8 state titles this year, and 13 of our peers will play sports in college, including 6 in NCAA Division I. In addition, we are the only high school class in SCISA history to have held the President's Cup for the entirety of our 4-year career, placing us at the top of the league. To close off the year, we suffered through 297 AP tests. And even though 0% of our class did their homework in May, 100% of us survived senioritis. Our class has certainly been one to celebrate. So, now that I am standing here on the green, in the same spot where I started my Porter-Gaud career, it is impossible to feel out of place in the class of 2022. Every member brings something unique to this class, and we are all supported by one another. But don't be fooled, I am just as directionally challenged as I was in the 5th grade. Today we are celebrating the end of our experience as Porter-Gaud students, as well as the beginning of a new chapter. I don't think anyone could have predicted the tumultuous 4 years that made up our high school experience, but our class has proven to be resilient, handling the unexpected challenges with grace. Just as I was lost that day back in 5th grade and found my way, growing taller, becoming more confident, and learning to navigate campus, we have all had the experience of being found here. Now, as we leave Porter-Gaud, I think we're safe in knowing that we will find our way. This time, not across the green, but across the globe. Congratulations, class of 2022. We did it.
Mr. Eggleston, Mr. Coleman, and members of the Board of Trustees, it is my distinct pleasure to inform you that each student receiving a Porter-Gaud School diploma this evening has met all of the graduation requirements in accordance with the policies and procedures of the upper school. Therefore, on behalf of the upper school faculty and staff, I present to you the class of 2022. Out of respect for the graduates and their families, we ask that you refrain from inappropriate yelling at the time of awarding the diploma. You're welcome to applaud after each graduate receives their diploma. Please note in the program, graduates with an asterisk next to their name will be identified this evening as recipients of Porter-Gaud's highly distinguished diploma. This diploma recognizes outstanding academic achievement through their selection to the Porter-Gaud chapter of the National Cum Laude Society. As I call your name, please proceed to the stage to receive your diploma and have your picture taken. Sarah Elizabeth Allen. Sarah will attend Clemson University. Georgia Watson Arnold. Georgia will be receiving the Porter-Gaud Highly Distinguished Diploma. Georgia will attend Claremont McKenna College. Reagan Hope Badger. Reagan will attend Florida State University. David Ingram Ball. David will attend Furman University. William Freeman Barber III. Freeman will attend Auburn University. Alexa Vaughn Barker. Alexa will attend Texas Christian University. Robert Hamilton Barano III. Robert will attend the Citadel. Catherine Seidel Bennett. Seidel will attend the University of South Carolina. Zachary Thomas Blue. Zachary will attend the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. Eliza Jane Bosworth. Eliza will attend Clemson University. Charlotte Sidney Boyd. Charlotte will attend the American University of Paris. Dusk Dallas Boyd. Dusk will attend Trinity College, Dublin. Would Porter-Gaud trustee Wanda Boyd please come forward to present the following diploma? Sydney Marie Boyd. Sydney will attend George Washington University. Michael Andrew Brown. Michael will attend the University of Arizona. Gianluca Maloney Bonanno. Luca will attend Clemson University. Catherine Kennedy Burnett. Kennedy will attend Clemson University. Caroline James Butts. Caroline will attend the University of Tampa. Henry Garrett Caldwell. Henry will attend Wofford College. Sarah Courtney Cavatoni. Sarah Courtney will be receiving the Porter-Gaud Highly Distinguished Diploma. Sarah Courtney will attend the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. Ananya Manoj Chagh. Ananya will attend Northwestern University. Ellis Hallman Chang. Ellis will be receiving the Porter-Gaud Highly Distinguished Diploma. Ellis will attend the College of Charleston. Caroline Grace Cheriker. Gracie will attend the University of South Carolina. Paul Brady Comer. Brady will attend the University of Colorado. Caroline Trudy Cooper. Caroline will be receiving the Porter-Gaud Highly Distinguished Diploma. Caroline will attend the University of Georgia. Graham Collette Cosby. Graham will attend Sewanee, the University of the South. Eliza Gregory Peak. Eliza will attend Sewanee, the University of the South. John Andrew Dukes Jr. Drew will attend the University of South Carolina. John Michael Dupree. John Michael will attend Sewanee, the University of the South. Ramsey Seegers Gutton. Ramsey will attend the University of South Carolina. And now our head of school, DuBose Eggleston, will present the following diploma. David DuBose Eggleston III. DuBose will attend Virginia Polytechnic Institute and State University Corps of Cadets.
Woo! Some of you!
Catherine Elizabeth Uding. Lizzie will attend the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. John Kenneth Burmo. John will attend Wofford College. Monet Abria Thickens. Monet will attend South Carolina State University. Would Porter-Gaud Trustee Cordis Ford please come forward to present the following diploma? Eliza Ann Compierre Ford. Eliza will attend the University of Georgia. Would Oakland's faculty member Megan Freeman please come forward to present the following diploma? Robert Bowen Freeman. Robert will attend Lenoir Rhine College. Julia Ann Miller Garrett. Millie will be receiving the Porter-Gaud Highly Distinguished Diploma. Millie will attend the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. L. Dennis Gilbert. L will attend Auburn University. Sarah Walker Marion Gibbons. Walker will be receiving the Porter-Gaud Highly Distinguished Diploma. Walker will attend the University of Georgia Honors. Tristan Kennedy Godfrey. Tristan will attend Clemson University. Zoe Virginia Gregg. Zoe will be receiving the Porter-Gaud Highly Distinguished Diploma. Zoe will attend Middlebury College. Aiden Joseph Gregoire. Aiden will be receiving the Porter-Gaud Highly Distinguished Diploma. Aiden will attend Northwestern University. Anderson James Rose. Anders will attend Wofford College. Nedim Hadjiahich. Ned will attend the University of Miami. Alexandra Grace Hariri. Alex will be receiving the Porter-Gaud Highly Distinguished Diploma. Alex will attend the University of California, Los Angeles. Isabel Mia Hellman. Mia will attend New York University. Cooper James Holbrook. Cooper will attend Vanderbilt University. Leslie Copeland Holt. Leslie will be receiving the Porter-Gaud Highly Distinguished Diploma. Leslie will attend the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. Myers McAllister Hostetter. Myers will attend the University of Georgia. Would Porter-Gaud staff member Jen Lorenz please come forward to present the following diploma? William Douglas Houlihan. Will be attending the new school. Perry Stevenson Howe. Perry will attend the University of Denver. Cambridge Trot Heydrich. Cambridge will attend the University of Alabama. Ethan Todd Johnson. Ethan will attend the University of California in Los Angeles. Farrakhan Jamez Jones James. Farrakhan will attend Clemson University. William Steele Koenig Jr. Will plans to attend Clemson University. Hadley Daniel Kendall. Hadley will attend Colby College. Emily Harper Keogh. Emmy will be receiving the Porter-Gaud Highly Distinguished Diploma. Emmy will attend the University of Pennsylvania. Geneva Badi Kobadu. Geneva will attend Wofford College. Grace Elizabeth Kite. Grace will attend the University of South Carolina. Mary Catherine Lancaster. Mary Catherine will be receiving the Porter-Gaud Highly Distinguished Diploma. Mary Catherine will attend Furman University.
Woo! Go ahead, Pat.
Piper Rose Lang. Piper will be receiving the Porter-Gaud Highly Distinguished Diploma. Piper will attend Tufts University. Margaret Elizabeth Lawrence. Maggie will attend the University of South Carolina. Carl Henry Lee. Henry will attend Elon University. Sophie Victoria Levinson. Sophie will be receiving the Porter-Gaud Highly Distinguished Diploma. Sophie will attend Duke University. Zachary Aiden Lewin. Zach will attend the University of California, Irvine. Catherine Ann Liberatos. Callie will attend Emerson College. John Martin Lipscomb. Jack will attend the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. Patrick Freeman Martin. Freeman will be receiving the Porter-Gaud Highly Distinguished Diploma. Freeman will attend College of William and Mary. Thomas Pierce Matheson. Thomas will be receiving the Porter-Gaud Highly Distinguished Diploma. Thomas will attend the University of Georgia. Dahlia Esmeralda Medrano. Dahlia will attend Furman University. Delia Esperanza Medrano. Delia will attend the New School. Madeline Emma Meyer. Madeline will attend Clemson University. Zoe Elizabeth Mintz. Zoe will be receiving the Porter-Gaud Highly Distinguished Diploma. Zoe will attend Rose Holden Institute of Technology. Joseph Foss Nicholson. Joseph will attend the University of South Carolina. Claire Flynn Oldford. Claire will attend Stetson University. John Arthur Orr III. Jack will attend Wofford College. Thomas James Parcell III. James will attend Wake Forest University. Sebastian Nicholas Passanella. Sebastian will attend Hobart and William Smith Colleges. Reese Alexander Perry. Reese will attend Clemson University. Hannah Olivia Pierce. Hannah will attend Franklin and Marshall College. Brooks Russell Cruz. Brooks will attend the University of Miami. Catherine Senka. Kate will attend Boston College. You have one. Catherine, Kate does have one. Ian Anderson Rye. Ian will attend the Citadel. Colin Charles Richardson. Colin will attend Hampton University. Parsa Brandon Rismani. Parsa will attend College of Charleston. Christopher Samuel Roberts. Christopher will attend Purdue University. Courtney Slattery Selly. Courtney will be receiving the Porter-Gaud Highly Distinguished Diploma. Courtney will attend University of Michigan. Would Porter-Gaud staff member Catherine Sherrod please come forward to present the following diplomas? Charlotte Newberry Sherrod. Charlotte will attend Tulane University. Catherine Cole Sherrod. Kate will attend the University of Wisconsin. Mariana Lee Singletary. Mariana will attend the University of Texas. Elizabeth Dixon Sperry. Eliza will attend the University of Florida. Edward Eugene Thompson II. Edward will attend Eckerd College. Edwin Franklin Thompson. Edwin will attend the University of Alabama. Walter Gray Tiller Jr. Whit will attend the University of South Carolina. Charles Woodson Toole. Charlie will be receiving the Porter-Gaud Highly Distinguished Diploma. Charlie will attend Davidson College. Catherine Faith Van Kirk. Katie will attend Dickinson College. Rebecca Evelyn White. Becca will be receiving the Porter-Gaud Highly Distinguished Diploma. Becca will attend Dartmouth College. Baker David Wilkins. Baker will attend Sewanee, the University of the South. James Roland Winterfield. James will attend the United States Air Force Academy. Tori Spivey Woodward. Spivey will attend the University of South Carolina. William David Zelke II. Will attend Emory University. Would all seniors please stand? We are pleased to present the Porter-Gaud graduating class of 2022. Catherine Senka.
Let us pray. Class of 2022, know that we are proud of you and that we love you. And as you go forth from this place, may the peace of God, which passeth all understanding, keep your hearts and minds in the knowledge and love of God and of His Son, Jesus Christ our Lord. And the blessing of God Almighty, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit be upon you and remain with you always. Amen.
Thank you.